Good morning, students. Today we are going to revise our chapter number 8, Motion, from your textbooks for class 9th. What are the topics which we go through during this chapter? First, motion and rest. दोनों जो कंडीशंस है मोशन और रेस्ट उनकी स्टेट्स को कैसे डिफाइन किया जाता है? What is the actual meaning of motion and rest in terms of physics? Types of motion, physical quantity and its classification. Type of physical quantities, uniform and non-uniform motion, distance and displacement, speed and velocity, average speed and average velocity, acceleration and retardation. Retardation is alternatively called as negative of acceleration. Then we have to go through the graphs. Various graphs are there in this chapter, and these are the important graphs that is being asked during the examination time. EOM, equation of motion, using graphical technique to solve it, and uniform circular motion. We are going to start with first motion and rest. So what is the definition of motion and what is definition of the rest? When an object is said to be in a state of motion or rest. First of all, we define the definition of the motion. If an object changes position with time or with respect to time, the object is said to be in state of motion. It means when an object is changing its position. Suppose at time 0, when your clock is at 0 time, or you can say that it's a starting of an hour. तो उस टाइम पे if the object is at a particular position, suppose that it is at position A, and after a certain interval of time, suppose after the 10 minutes, it moves to 2 kilometers from that point and goes to the another point B. So since the object is changing its position from A to B in a given fixed interval of time, therefore we can say that the object is in motion. Object is in a state of motion. But if the time goes on and object does not displace, object is not going to change its position. It remains at the time is 0, it remains at point A, and at the time 10 minute, after the 10 minute, it remains at the point A. That means there is no change in position. In that particular condition, we can define the state of rest. If an object does not change its position with respect to time, the object is said to be in a state of rest. Moving to the next slide. Motion and its time. First of all, we go through the motion. The definition is clear to you. If the object changes position with time, then it is said to be in a state of motion. Now, what are the types of motion? In class 9, the motion can be given certain types, which is just generally rectilinear motion, circular motion, and rotational motion. Before that, the definition of motion in terms of physics is also given. It is defined as a change in position of an object or a body with time. It can be described in terms of distance moved or displacement. That to describe the position of an object, we need to specify a reference point. Just note it down. The reference point is a only criteria which is necessary for defining an position of an object. To define the position of an object, we have to define a reference point, and sometimes it is called origin or the 0 point. क्या होगा 0 point? What the 0 point is or what the reference point? If we say that we are at particular position and when we move to certain another position, so we have to consider our surrounding as a static. When we are moving on a road or when we are playing, so we should treat something as a stationary, just like the trees outside the classroom or nearby person which is standing. तो उसको हम क्या consider करते हैं? That particular is in the position of rest. It is static, not going to change its position with respect to time. Then that particular object or the point is called reference point. To make it little clear, यहाँ पे we have taken another example. Let us assume that a school in a town is 2 kilometers north of the railway station. What we have to specify the position of the school with respect to the railway station. Here you are just defining the position of school only when it is given that the position of the railway station is fixed. कैसा define किया? Look at this. In this figure, we have just mentioned the diagram north, east, west, and south. Now, this is your school, which is north with respect to that railway station. That building is given there. ये आपका railway station आप assume कर सकते हैं. This is your school. तो north direction क्या होगी? It is upward direction. जो आप north direction में जाएंगे, उसको हमने इस arrow से represent किया है. That arrow shows the direction of north. That you have to go from the railway station to the school in north direction, and the distance is 2 kilometers. So the position of the school is clarified only when there is the position of railway station which is fixed, and it has a fixed direction also. In this case, the railway station is behaving as a reference point. Now suppose an example, when you are standing outside and the person is sitting inside a bus and the bus is going on. So how then how you can treat it as a in motion? When you are considering that you are standing, then bus is in motion. Why it is in motion? Because it's changing its position with respect to time, and you are behaving as a reference point. But if you are sitting inside a bus and you have to see outside the bus and you have to tell that whether you are moving or not, then you just see that trees are moving behind and the bus is moving forward. कैसे आपको पता चलेगा? Because you are sitting inside a bus, तो बस जिस स्पीड चल गई आप जिस स्पीड चल गए, तो आप डिसाइड नहीं कर पाएंगे. To make it more clear, you have to see outside, and if you see outside, then the tree is moving in the backside. That shows कि you are in motion. चलते हैं next slide पे. This is the type of motion. तो motions के types यहाँ पे कुछ define किए गए हैं. In your books there is rectilinear motion, and oscillatory motion, circulatory motion, periodic motion, curvilinear motion. In NCERT, the only motions are rectilinear and circular. Sometimes it is also called oscillatory motion. तो ये आपके कुछ motions आपको NCERT में given है, but you have to go through this periodic, curvilinear also. These all are kind of type of motions. Physical quantity. This is a basic definition when we are starting with the physics. What the physical quantity is? The physical quantity is a quantity which can be measured. Anything which is measured, ऐसी कोई भी quantity जिसको measure किया जा सकता है, that one is called physical quantity. Say example, mass, length, time and temperature. Mass को measure कर सकते हैं, length measure कर सकते हैं, time measurement possible है, and temperature measurement is also possible. Some other properties are also there. The physical quantity have numerical value and unit. Now look at this point. Physical quantity must have numerical value and unit. What does it mean? If you are measuring the mass of an object, the numeric value is also there and the unit of measurement is also there. For example, if you are taking mass of 2 kg, then 2 is your numeric value and kg is your unit. If you are moving across a certain distance and say that you have traveled a distance of 1 kilometer, then 1 is the numeric value and the second term जो आपकी दी है, that is kilometer, is your unit. Look at this. Length of a child is 120 meter. Now look at this. The length of the child is 120 centimeter. ठीक है? If the child length of child is 120 centimeter, then 120 is a numerical value and centimeter is a unit. And centimeter is its unit. Moving further, types of physical quantities, scalar quantities, those physical quantities which have magnitude values only, such as mass, length, and time. All these are physical quantities have magnitude only. Now the second definition is vector quantity, those physical quantities or measurable quantities which have both magnitude as well as direction. Example is distance. Example is displacement. Not a distance, it is displacement, force, momentum. All these physical quantities have both magnitude and direction. So the physical quantity, actually, we are talking about the physical quantities. On the basis of the magnitude and the direction, we can define it into two categories. One is called scalar quantity, the other is called vector quantity. Scalar quantities are those which have magnitude involved in it, whereas the vector quantity involve both the magnitude and the direction. There are certain examples just like mass, length, and time, which have magnitude with unit only. It has only a physical quantity which has some numerical value and the unit. Whereas in vector, the third term is there, the direction is important factor, which make it different from the scalar quantity. Moving to the next slide, scalar and vector. A scalar quantity has magnitude, a vector quantity has both magnitude and direction. The scalar quantity, length, area, volume, speed, mass, density, pressure, temperature, energy, entropy, work, power. These all quantities are you going to. In class 9, most of the terms are there which you have to go through. So you must know about the scalar quantities. These quantities have only magnitude with unit. Numerical value and unit are there. But there is no direction involved in these quantities. But when we talk about the vector quantities, displacement, direction, acceleration, direction of velocity, acceleration, momentum, force, lift, drag, thrust, and weight. All these physical quantities are there which involve the direction along with the magnitude value. Moving to the next click, uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Now you have to differentiate between uniform and non-uniform motion. What is a uniform